Hey everybody, welcome to Financial Freedom Fridays. Today I'm going to teach you guys how to give yourself a financial checkup, right? So just like our physical health, we have to go to the doctors once or twice a year to get a physical exam. We have to sit down, even though most of us don't like to do it, and most of us, if you're honest with yourself, you probably are very intimidated about looking at your finances, right? Because when you actually find out where you are, you may feel overwhelmed, and that's just the reality. So what we're going to do today is take a checklist of our financial situation. You're going to start by looking at your income, right? How much do you earn, whether it's from working for an employer or being self-employed? How much do you earn per month, right? Anyhow, you want to look at your fixed expenses, those expenses that stay the same every single month, right? Then you want to look at your variable expenses. Those are the expenses that are going to change from month to month to month, right? Like your utilities, right? 1 month it may be roasting and you may have the air conditioner running. So your bill that month may be very high versus another month. So bills that changes or expenses that changes from month to month. So list those, but list them all, right? Now take a total of your expenses. Is the picture what you assumed it would be before you started the exercise, right? And two, does your income exceed your expenses? Or is it vice versa, right? Do you have more expenses than your income? So you're not even able to fully cover all your expenses on a monthly basis. Now, I want for you to really start to do a checklist, right? So let's talk about our savings, our retirement, planning for our children's education. If a lot of us are young, and so maybe we don't have children right now, but you want to have that mindset of planning for when you do, right? You want to at least make sure that you have 6 months of savings. Maybe you get fired, right? That's just the reality. And so if you get fired, will you be able to cover the next 3 to 4 months of your rent, right? Or will you be able to cover the next 3 or 4 or 5 months of your mortgage? Or will you still be able to maintain your lifestyle? Will you still be able to have that quality of living that you want to have if you don't have a paycheck coming in every single month? So right when you start to save, that allows you and build your foundation, that's going to allow you to alleviate so much of the financial hardship and financial stress. If your income is not exceeding your expenses, you're probably thinking, what can I do to change the situation? Right? And here's the thing, guys. I don't care if it's relating to financial fitness or your mental fitness, but one, you really have to change your mindset. Okay, so next is how can we change the situation, right? Make discipline a major force in your life, right? So you have to say, hey, what can I do today to change the situation? I'm going to throw out a few tips out there for you. Let's look at your lunch, right? Let's say you're spending at least $10 per day on lunch. And listen, this is the minimum, right? If you're going to lunch and then maybe you come home on a Wednesday or a Friday and you're super tired and you decide to go out to dinner. And you're not thinking about this because it's that particular day and you're just looking at it on a short-term basis, right? The expenses. So let's say we spend $10 per day on lunch. Now, when we look at that over a week, that's $50. Still, $50 is not that large, but now let's look at that over a year. So 2016, $50 per week times 52 weeks in a year, you're looking at $2,600 per year just on lunch. And guys, remember, that's minimum. If you're going out and having cocktails that week, if you did lunch, and then if you did dinner, that's just a minimum of almost $3,000. Now, on top of that, let's say you have, let's just look at cable, right? And let's say you have some of the premium packages. I know certainly most of you guys on average are probably spending $100 per month. You're looking at $1,200. So let's take that $1,200 and let's eliminate that and let's substitute maybe Netflix, which is maybe $8 to $10 per month. So you just drastically reduce that expense and you're still having some type of entertainment, right guys? You can still probably watch Empire or whatever shows that you like to watch on Netflix versus having cable. So let's take just those two little action, guys. And sometimes it's so simple yet you don't really think about it. So let's eliminate that $2,600 for lunch. Let's instead, take your lunch sometimes. Take your lunch. $2,600, and then on top of that, the $1,200 for cable. So together, that's almost $4,000 a year that you can now take that $4,000 and you can start putting that towards laying a foundation to your financial freedom. So guys, as I've said, you got to commit to taking action, and next week we're going to talk about how to pay off your debt. If you're a student, more than likely you have some student debt, and if not, you probably have some consumer debt, credit card debt. So we are going to tackle that on next Friday. Until next week, commit to being physically, spiritually, and financially free. Happy Friday, guys.